This is Kevin A. Kierstead from Truth on Tap. It's K-Tap, and you are listening to Debbie Daly on the Debbie Daly Show.
Alrighty, we got it. We're all on the lunatic fringe. Just one game away from totally just snapping and going completely bonkers. I'm telling you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing? Now, when I start my show, usually, and people say, well, she's got that all planned out. No, I don't. I have the bumper for Kevin right here.
This is Kevin A. Kierstead.
And then I have Red Rider's Lunatic Fringe on the other deck, like this. And I have no idea how I time it like I time it. And it's one of those mysteries of life. Sometimes I time things perfectly on the intro where they hit boom just right. And I screwed up tonight because I wasn't paying attention. So I'm just going to do that part over again because I am a perfectionist. All right? Just everybody be calm.
This is Kevin A. Kierstead from Truth on Tap. It's K-Tap, and you are listening to Debbie Daly on the Debbie Daly Show.
All right, nailed it. How do I do that? I have no idea. There's no way to count it down. I just do it. I don't know how I do it. I did it that night, the first time when I was playing Heather Talking during the closing song, which is Angel Flying Too Close to the Ground. And I have a diamond tester. Ba, 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 ba. I stole it out of somebody's briefcase. So we're going to test the diamonds in my ring. Okay, here we go. On the diamonds. That says diamond. If it's not, it goes, thank you. Test another one. All right. Stop it. That's too long. And another one. Yay. Real diamonds. Shut up already. Real diamonds. Good for us. All right. Moving right along. Tonight we're going to be talking about whatever just comes along. We don't have any plans. We never do. It's just an open forum. Hi, Dennis the Dark. Hello, Dennis the Dark. The co-host can't be first, you hack. Yeah, really. How are you doing, Dennis the Dark? You cracked me up on that show the other night. You are so funny. Just the sound of your voice makes me laugh. And now it's time to go to DanO'Day.com. Thank you, children. DanO'Day.com is where we get our show prep, in case you were wondering. For all of you people out there that don't know where we get it, that's where we get it. Now, Steve should be calling in any time now, Steve. Just whenever you really feel like it, that's fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and kickstart the show here and talk to you about some things on DanO'Day.com. All right, starting with I really need to get a producer. I missed a producer I had. Do y'all remember the producer I had? The unnamed producer a long time ago? I hear Mr. Landlord. Hello.
Hello there, landlord. How is ya?
Hello.
It sounds like I'm talking to somebody that's on the radio there.
No. How are you doing?
You know why I don't call in, my dear? Because I always let you do your intro, get settled, do your things, and then I let you decide when you want me to call in.
Oh, that's just the wrong thing to do altogether.
Yeah, I try to be
I'm
professional,
joking.
like I get kicked in the balls. How are you, my friend?
I would never kick you in that.
Good.
But I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit tired, but I had a long day, but that's okay. I can be tired, right?
We're both tired, so this could be great. This could be epically awesome. Let's go with power right now. Power
All right,
Rangers.
we're going to go with DanO'Day.com. And our first category, and I hope you can, hold on. I hope you'll be able to help me with this. And
Well,
that
what
will,
is this?
Well, we're going to be doing DanO'Day.com. Well,
All
I'll
right.
just stay with me here.
I'm going to try.
What?
I said I'll try. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It sounds great. Hey, Annette. Sorry.
What's Annette doing in the chat room? Annette, get out of there. Get out of there.
She's such a freaking nice person.
And the very first thing we're going to do is...
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
You know, my life is like, it's like living in hell sometimes. I get the live version. What? What is that?
Everybody knows Debbie doesn't do live.
I know. What is this? Guitar backing tracks.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I hate my life. Oh, no.
You picked it. You knew it was wrong. Didn't it feel wrong?
Maybe this one will be better.
Grab it from the album. Get to work. No, it's not.
Look, everything's live. Look at how hard. Look at these people. Look.
1, 2, 1, 2.
All right. First thing up on the block tonight is... Boy, could I tell y'all something? I just want to tell y'all so bad, and I just can't do it. That is today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Marilyn Manson. 47 today. Steve?
I'm here. Marilyn Manson is 47.
Can you not see my screen?
I can. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I'm just making sure. It's a good way to start when we can hear each other.
Happy birthday, Bradley Cooper is 41 today. Happy birthday, Bradley Cooper.
Happy birthday to Bradley. What about, let me see. What about Heather? Who's she?
Heather
Like 47. Yeah.
47. What about
Cute.
Deadmau5?
Deadmau5. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Is that a musician? That's a DJ.
Well, he plays music like, that looks like the guy in, that looks like, what's his name? I can think of his name.
Benny Osborne is 18. Whoever that is. Happy birthday, Benny.
Happy birthday. Ooh, Diane Keaton is 70. Not looking good in that picture, Diane.
No, for 70, I'd do it. I'm just saying that's wrong, but I'll do it.
Ouch.
See, Luke Perry, 16. That is not right.
Luke Perry is 16? That's not the right Luke Perry.
He's a musical star, so whatever that means.
Happy birthday to Tyler James. Who are these people?
Happy birthday to Stephanie Austin. She's 32 today. She's a soap opera actress. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to Longshot BTG, who's 19 today.
Happy birthday to Taylor James, who's 30 today. He's a pop singer.
Happy birthday to Robert Duvall, who's 185.
That was. Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry that he's 185. Look at this 20-year-old. What is that?
That would be Max Baldry.
Baldry?
Baldry's 20. He's a movie actor. I've seen him in everything.
Happy birthday, Alvin Alley, who looks like they're dead. Is that a picture of them dead?
I don't believe
that's horrible.
That's his corpse. He died in 89.
That's nasty. Happy birthday, Jason Mitchell. Happy birthday to
Hey,
you.
brother. How you doing?
Hey there.
Welcome to the show.
And again, happy birthday, old Diane Keaton.
She's probably the biggest star we saw.
Hang up. I got to add you. I'm going to add Joe in. We got to add Joe. Joe.
I have no problem with it. You know me better than that. I love him.
You love Joe?
I think he's one of the best things since sliced bread.
Do you want to make sweet love to Joe?
Nope. He's too big into guys who look like cowpoke. Yeah,
Joe, pick up your little Skype ringy ding dong, Jojo. Oh, there he is.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
Canada. What's up?
You guys are doing birthday shout-outs, and nobody gave me a shout-out. It was my birthday yesterday, too.
Oh, Joe. Are you serious?
I'm serious, yeah.
Aw. Happy birthday.
Happy love day.
Turns out me and Marilyn Manson are the same age.
47.
Really?
Is his birthday the 4th or the 5th?
His birthday is on the January the 5th. Why is it January the 5th?
Mine's the 4th.
Wait a second. We're doing some fact checking. We'll be right back.
His real name is Brian Hugh Warner Manson is a shock rocker who made it big with the cover of Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Happy birthday, love angel.
Yeah, Marco fired me again.
Again? Why?
Yeah. We had a bit of a dispute.
You don't dispute with people. That's crazy talk.
I felt the lion socked, and he didn't.
For that, he fired you? Guess who else is 47? Jennifer Lopez, Jay-Z, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lopez, Jack Black, Triple H, Gwen Stefani, Birdman, Matthew Perry.
A lot of good-looking people there.
Matthew McConaughey is 47.
I love him, too. He's awesome. My favorite musician, one of them, for sure.
Wait a minute.
David Grohl. David Grohl.
What?
All them names that she just listed off, all that prime fucking pussy. And
I said Aniston right away, dude.
The one person you loved is who?
David Grohl, musician.
No,
he's an incredible drummer. He's fucking amazing.
Matthew McConaughey. You liked.
Oh, he's a great actor.
I like a lot of people on this list, like Goldust. Huh? How about that?
Wasn't he a wrestler?
Yes. Do you ever watch female wrestling, Mr. I was going to say Mr. Solution. Joe, do you ever watch female wrestling?
I haven't watched wrestling in 20 years.
All right, then you are an adult. Good for you.
Yeah.
I used to watch it. Me and when the WWF first went big in the '80s, we used to get the CBS feed out of Detroit up here, and every Saturday at noon they would have WWF on for an hour, and me and all my buddies would gather at another buddy's house, and we'd all get high and watch wrestling, and then beat each other up. And then they'd have the Saturday night main events. Remember those on Saturday nights?
I do remember that.
Once we were all doing acid the night the Honky Tonk Man hit the Macho Man with the guitar. So.
Yeah, I remember wrestling is just again 30 years ago for me. That's what
well, I just remember
Dick the Bruiser and shit like that. It was crazy. I thought everything was real and bloody, and it was all fake. But the minute I found out it wasn't real, I left it.
So, like 15 years ago, the Honky Tonk Man's doing like a milk run tour, and he comes to Spring Hill with some shitty wrestling group. So I dragged the young fella down there thinking he's going to be excited to see somebody from my childhood. You know what I mean? We paid like $20 a ticket to get in. He wouldn't sign any autographs unless you bought a $10 picture from him. Right? They had all these guys that looked like me wrestling all the pre-fights. When it was finally his fight, he fought some guy that already wrestled 2 matches before in the night. He wrestled a single match, and then he was half of a tag team. And then now he was fighting the fucking... And all the Honky Tonk Man did was play his guitar for a minute, do some singing, bounced off the ropes like 10 times, and give Buddy a clothesline, and it was over.
So was that called the Down the Tube tour?
Yeah, it was bad. And I gotta be, amazingly, his hair is still jet black.
Is that shoe polish?
I don't know.
Yeah. I cannot stand when men put black hair color on their hair. Victor does that. I can't stand it.
I just let her go. I don't care.
I just think there's something sexy about that light snow up on top. I just think I just love it. I don't know why. I just do.
You know what? Gray hair is very rare in my family. I'm 50 and I don't have one gray hair. And my brother doesn't. He's 52. My other brother, who's 58, does not have a gray hair.
Really?
Yeah. And my mother didn't have any. My father does now because he's 80. But it's a weird thing. I think it's genetic. The gray.
So, why do you play Canadian music for your intro, Debbie?
That's Canadian?
You didn't know Red Ryder was Canadian?
No, I did not know Red Ryder was Canadian.
Well, yeah, they are. Sorry, breaking news to you, but yep, they are.
No, I didn't know that.
Smoked much hash listening to that as a young fella.
Lunatic Fringe.
I had that album.
You're out
and
there.
That was a good album.
After Red Ryder broke up, Tom Cochran went on to have a pretty good solo career on his own, and his biggest song probably would be Life is a Highway.
Life is a highway, my way or
drive
something.
It all night long. No, I'll drive it all night long.
Drive it all night long. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep, that's him.
You get Jennifer Lopez on your birthday. Click on Jennifer Lopez, Deb, if you can. See what day it was that she was born.
July 20. What does that say? Oh, then she's 47. These are the 47-year-olds.
Right.
She's been
I
married.
ate a whole birthday pie today.
You know what pie I love? And I don't make it. My daughter made it. Pecan pie.
I've never had it, but my God, it looks good.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's amazing. It's made with syrup, corn syrup. And you put in a cup of corn syrup and 2 cups of sugar.
Holy cow, that sounds...
I know.
That sounds like you need some milk to wash that down.
Yes.
Like a gallon.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like that Eagle brand condensed milk. Anytime you got a recipe that's going to take that sweetened condensed milk, you know it's going to be gooey.
Did you know that the very first time Heather cooked for one of her boyfriends, she was young and she was going to make them chicken and dumplings? This is a true story. She made chicken and dumplings, and I told her, I said, Heather, you need to get evaporated milk. Well, she got condensed milk, and she used it in the chicken and dumplings. And when she served it to her boyfriend, he just about gagged. I mean, can you
I would
imagine?
imagine.
Can you imagine how gross that was? Yeah, it's sad.
Did he play it off because he
No.
wanted to be in good with her? That
No. You know, this guy still sweats her, never got over her. Is it true that some guys just cannot or just do not get over girls, certain girls?
I am the worst breaker-upper in the history of breaker-uppers, Debbie, so I'm probably not the best guy to ask.
I'm still in love with one girl from when I was 18, and that's the only girl I've ever loved. So
So what happened to it? What happened to her?
she was 16, and I was 18, and I loved her to this day. I love her, and her dad asked me. He took me aside. He said, "Listen, Steve, I like you, I respect you, but I do not want you to do anything to my daughter that'll make me hurt you." And I said, "I promise, out of respect, I will not do anything that would make you upset. I promise you. I love her. I care about her. I'm going to wait, and I'll wait for her." And she didn't want to wait. Like she wanted to do things and that I wouldn't do. And it sounds crazy as fuck, but it's true. God's truth. Elaine, if you're out there, I still love you.
I remember you telling me about that.
You mean your girlfriend wanted to do it and you wouldn't do it?
Yep. Because I would be violating everything that I said I would not do. And I'm a man of my word, and I wouldn't do it. I know that sounds like the worst thing ever, but she meant more to me than a piece of ass. You could have got that anywhere. I was in a rock band at the time. Shit, a piece of ass for like...
Now, Steve, I'm going to have to call you out on this just a little bit here. You've got this gorgeous 16-year-old that you're madly in love with, and you're not going to have sex with her for what reason?
I respected her too much. I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted it to be... Like, I thought I was going to be with her forever.
Wait a second. I have to sneeze. Hold on. Bullshit. I mean, Steve, come on. What the fuck?
I swear on my soul and my mother's resting dead body, that's exactly what happened.
Your mother's resting dead body? That's kind of nasty sounding.
That's pretty graphic, man, because that's how
Wow.
true I am about that. That's how much Elaine meant to me. I talked about Elaine years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
The exact same story. It hasn't changed, Deb. It's the God's truth. I've been with 1,000 women since.
So you never had ho-ho with Elaine then?
We had closest to ho-hos you can get without breaking anything.
Just like on that Wiener Schnitzel place where they said the reason you get tips is nobody will put the full thing in. Is that what it was, Steve? Is that what happened?
Yeah, well, it's a little graphic, but yeah.
Hey, we're graphic on this show.
I've been on this show before.
The difference between me and you, Steve, is I would have sent her home with hickeys.
I didn't do hickeys because Dad would know, and Dad checked.
Did you know that nothing hardly turns me on more than getting a hickey? I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm part vampire.
Man, sucking a neck's great, man.
It just it makes me crazy.
You just said you don't do hickeys.
Me?
No, Steve.
Oh.
I said I did it to her because, dude, don't you get the whole thing was purity for me. Like, she was the first. I was in a rock band, so from 14 to 18, anybody would sleep with me because I was in a band. So she was the first person that was pure and innocent and sweet and kind and beautiful and just all these things that I really wanted in a person. So maybe that's why, I rejected to do that and turn into every other girl I ever met. I don't know. There's something.
Okay, Steve, plug your ears up. Joe, I think he's full of shit.
Yeah.
I love you, Steve.
I don't think he can finish.
I don't think I could finish.
I didn't say that.
I love you guys. You can believe what you want to believe. It's the one thing that I'll stick to is till my deathbed. You know that song, He Stopped Loving Her Today? They'll play that at my funeral, and Elaine will be on my lips. That will be the song.
I still love every woman I've ever been in love with.
Why?
No matter what they've done to me, any woman I've ever been in love with.
No matter what they've done to me. What a victim.
They can come back now, and I'd have to move back in. That's just the way I roll.
What the fuck, man?
And then in like a week, I'd be, oh, fuck.
Get the fuck out of here. Now let's go.
The way I roll.
Let's make our way back to Barco fired you. What happened?
He says it's over money. I don't know. Who really knows?
I thought Barco paid the account.
What?
I thought Barco paid.
He did. He still got the account. He just changed the password and won't give it to me.
Do you think it's because were you doing too many shows again, or were you doing Stabby's name or something?
No, we got in a fight over football, and he says it's over money, but everything was fine until the Lions lost.
Oh. Everything was fine between me and Sonny until Hillary Clinton lost.
Everything was fine between me and Debbie until... No, we're still good, I think. We're still good.
Well, me and Barco, I don't know. He says it's over money, and I say it's over. Barco is one of them guys that has control issue problems.
You think? Huh.
I do.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
so.
But I don't roll like that. So at the end of the day, he got a really cool Spreaker story to tell, and I got $1,000. So you tell me who won.
How'd
Yeah,
you get
I'd rather be-
$1,000?
Yeah.
Huh?
How'd you get $1,000?
Well, he sent me $1,000.
What?
Yeah, he wanted me to come down there and help him move.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Did you screw him out of that?
No.
Joe, yes, you did, Joe. You said that too quiet.
No, I didn't. What happened was, he wanted me to come down there and move with him, and I couldn't do it, right? I couldn't come then, so we were going to come after Christmas. And then it get changed to he's going to come here in the spring and go fishing, right?
Right,
And
I remember.
I offered to pay him back, right? But now he's got his nose on a joint, so I've been torturing him all day. So he says, send me my money, and I say I did. And then he says, there's no money there. And I said, well, maybe the PayPal's plugged. You try sending another 1,000 your way back through, and when it gets here, I'll send too.
Oh, my God.
So you're not on the Spreaker Park Boys anymore?
No, I get fired over $1,000.
Well, that's not chump change, in all fairness. That's
Yeah,
not
well.
like a $10 bet, so...
Yeah, well, here's the thing. All I ever wanted him to do was prove to me that I could trust him to come there, and it wasn't a troll, right? And anytime I ever tried to talk to him about it or anything, it was always like a fucking runaround, right? So, basing it on everything that I've seen with what he did to Apocalypse and them at fucking with the Vegas trip, and what he did to Dyslex with the cell phone, and the bullshit with K-Tap, and going to contact his sister to try to get his books back, right? I just couldn't commit to it. And I talked to you about this before, Debbie.
Yes, I know.
About how it just all seemed too good to be true.
I agree.
Right? It's just, this is too easy. Right?
I agree.
And maybe I just shot a gift horse in the mouth, but it all just seemed whatever. So me and Uncle Bobby, I talked to my best friend here about it, and I talked to Uncle Bobby about it. And, we come up with a plan, and it wasn't, to feel him out, and fucking, it didn't really go the way I thought it would. But in the end, I still feel I flushed him out. So if I was wrong, I shot an opportunity, but if he wants to come here and go fishing in the spring, he's still welcome. If he wants me to send him his money back, I will when I get it. But no. So everybody gets a cool Spreaker story about Joe Seeker.
So
Yeah,
did you spend the money after you got it? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Somebody have a nice Christmas.
Oh fuck! This is way back the end of October. That all went down.
How does everybody else on the Spreaker Park Boys feel about it? How does like Apocalypse and Stabby think about it? What do they think about it?
I don't think Apocalypse is part of the Spreaker Park Boys, because him and Barco haven't been really, aside from chat communication, I don't even think they talk since Barco bailed on him on the Vegas trip. But I could be wrong on that. So
Apocalypse is lucky everybody didn't bail on him on that Vegas trip.
the only person that took was Alan, wasn't it?
Yeah, and if Alan wouldn't have gone, he would have been there by himself.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened there. I wasn't going regardless, but I don't know. I don't know the details. I know Apocalypse at the time felt that Barco bailed on them.
Well,
And
there was a time I was going to go, but then I was just like, he was being too mean to me in chat rooms and stuff like that. He was just being an ass. Apocalypse is real sensitive. If you say something about him, he'll go and podcast about it for an hour and a half and laugh and call you every name in the book. And besides, strangely enough, Apocalypse is always involved in shows that go up against me. Like he was real involved with Rick Landstrom. He said he worked for Rick Landstrom and all this kind of stuff. And Rick, is like Queen Tard, all that weird stuff. And now he's involved with this other group, and I'm thinking, how does this always and then he got involved with the What the Fuck crew that were all,
I think...
You know what I mean?
I think Apocalypse is really good at entertaining himself. And he's good at funneling conflict towards conflict. You know what I mean? Like, I think... if you get what I'm saying...
He's
I
a
think
shit
he
stirrer.
understands if he focuses people towards you that there'll be a show, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's just
What I like about you, Debbie, is
What?
at least you do your show, right? You do it. So I don't agree with your politics, but when you're talking, it's pretty. I find it entertaining.
You don't agree with anybody's politics, though, Joe. Hardly. Do you?
On Spreaker?
Anybody?
Well, since most of them are all the same on Spreaker, that would be yeah.
Ouch.
Well, most everybody on Spreaker has the same politics, Debbie.
Which is what?
Well, sort of conservative, I guess.
Right. And what is the difference between a conservative? Well, never mind. I know what that is. Never mind. I was going to say, I just lost something that fell off my... you know what? I lost my webcam, and so I'm forced to use my other webcam. And let me show y'all what this stupid webcam does when I turn it on, if I can find where it's at. There's something on it that makes it blurry, and I have tried Windex. I've tried alcohol. I've tried those special those little pieces of cloth that you get with
Fiber cleaner?
glasses and stuff like that. I've tried everything. And it must be on the inside because at one point somebody took off, because on a Macintosh you can pop the clear thing on the front off of it. And I can't get it to work anymore. I mean, it just always looks fuzzy when I turn it on.
Apocalypse, like listener, thinks all liberals are faggots because he wants to blow every liberal he sees.
Really? Is that true
Yep.
or what? Y'all being
Yep.
stupid?
Nope. See, that's just the way it is, I don't know.
I don't know
I'm a
either, I guess.
centralist. I'm a centralist, Debbie. I'm a centralist. I'm conservative on some issues and I'm liberal on others.
And what do you think? What do you think Steve and I are? What do you think I am? And well, I don't really know much about Steve's
I personally
politics.
think Steve is a closet liberal myself, and I just do. I think he's a closet liberal, and he just talks like he's a conservative because he understands that being a liberal on Spreaker just is a constant battle.
I believe Steve is a realist. I'm just a realist, and I don't want to conform or reform anyone, so I don't cause waves because I'm never going to win that way, and there is no winning in it because once you get somebody all riled up about their belief and you don't feel the same way, you got a hate fest going. I'm not about to do that. I'm not going to win. You're not going to win. It's just so me, I just back it off. I keep it to me. That's all. It's the safest way. I think it's the most intelligent way.
Yeah, but I listen to you, Steve, and I still say, like, every once in a while you show your hand.
That's fine. That's fine.
and,
That's fair.
I'm just saying, I listen.
I think I'm pretty fair. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody, but
you can't say that I'm not fair. You can't say that I'm not
everybody
fair.
thinks they're fair, right?
Well, no, I'm asking you. Do you think I'm fair?
Oh yeah, you seem to be.
Okay. Then it works.
Unlike Apocalypse, he's not fair.
I've known the guy for a while out here, and I've never had a run-in with him whatsoever. So.
Yeah, he says a lot of stuff about you in other chats.
That's fine. I'm not there, so.
So.
Yeah. To me, it's just easier if you get along, and.
That's my policy. I try to get along with everybody.
Until they oppose you, and then you do stand up for it. And I said it the other day when you got into it with another gentleman out here, and I was like, hey, at least you know what? He doesn't fucking hide what he wants to say. He puts it out there. Like it or love it, he puts it out there. He's not afraid to back up what he feels. I like that about Joe. So if I ask Joe a question, I know I'm going to get the answer. I'm not going to get some 16 lines of bullshit. I'm going to get Joe's true feelings. Some people get hurt by that. Some people don't. I don't. I'd rather know you're telling me the facts.
A lot of times I just chimp out on everybody too, to half chimp out and to half troll.
I don't know if you're trolling or if you're chimping. I don't know which one it is sometimes. And you've had 2 big blow-ups in the last 2 weeks out here.
I did?
And, yeah.
On who?
Well, one was the new guy that came out. Remember the tall dude? The tall dude?
That guy. Yeah,
right. That, and then the one before that was who? Oh, was it? Who the fuck was it? I'd have to go back in the archives. But yeah, you win. But at least, again, you stuck to what you said from the very beginning of the conversation. You didn't deviate from it and go to somebody else's belief. So for that, I'll give you credit. Doesn't mean I believe in it or I agree with it or I disagree with it.
Are you trying to? Are you looking for conflict with me, Steve?
No.
Because I'm feeling aggression.
Where did that come from?
I'm feeling aggression.
Not at all.
Like I'm bearing my soul here. I'm talking about Barco firing me. It's my birthday, and everything.
Yesterday was your birthday.
And then you're coming all at me like this,
I just actually complimented you. I said you're one of the honest ones out here. I don't know how you can get conflict out of that. I really don't.
I want to know what Debbie thinks.
I didn't hear conflict coming out of Steve in the least bit.
Oh, I see. It's all gang up on Joe now.
No, I'm not ganging up on Joe. I thought he was being nice, wasn't he, or whatever? Wasn't he?
I was being fair. I'm always fair. I try to be. I'm not going to change.
All right, okay. If it's going to be 2-on-1, I'll back down. Because I don't want. I'm running out of Spreaker friends, so I'm in no position to be making enemies here tonight.
You're not making an enemy. You'll never make an enemy out of me, no matter what you say or do. See, look at my webcam. Look how fuzzy it is. Look.
Yeah, it looks like a filter's on there, Dad.
I have.
Oh, that picture of you, Debbie's covered in goddamn.
In what?
It's covered in goddamn.
She looked good, right? That's
what
a good looking shot.
Yeah, it was. I thought it looked good.
Which one?
Dad, put it back on. It's just us two. Just
the
friends.
webcam? It's on.
No, it went away. You must have touched something.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Joel, do you see it?
No, all I see is a blue picture thing. This is horrible.
What about now?
No.
Can you see me, Steve?
No, hon, it was there, but it just disappeared. It went away with the foggy screen.
Oh, no.
It's just regular Skype right now.
Okay, I turned it off.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
If you tell Barco you're suicidal, he'll send you computer parts.
I'm not suicidal.
Yeah, me either.
Y'all can't see it now?
No. Did you unplug it and plug it back in? Maybe
it's on my web. It's on my computer. It's my built-in webcam.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, there it is now.
Is it on now? Look how fuzzy it is. Look, and
your hair is grown out. It looks so much better.
I know. Look how long my hair is.
It looks like you got like a heavenly hue around your thought.
I know. Maybe I have tried alcohol, Windex, everything. Nothing works. Stroke.
I figured out why it went away, Joe.
Why?
Because it's by motion. As soon as I or you talk, it takes her off. When she speaks, it'll come back on.
Really?
Yes.
I got a question, Debbie. Is that a new computer?
No.
I was going to say, you might have a piece of, they put that protective film on lenses and stuff.
I don't know. It's stupid, but I can't clean it no matter what I do.
I wouldn't say it's dirt, though. I'd say you got like a...
See, watch what happens, and I'll take my part of my hoodie here, and I'll try to wipe it off. Watch.
No, it's underneath that first lens.
Am I clear up here? Wait,
no.
It's like wait over here? No.
You see how it seems like looking at the picture, anywhere where it's dark, it doesn't do it, but where it's white, it does. So I think it's like in the camera itself over.
It's overcompensating for contrast.
Yeah.
Let me turn this light off right here. Maybe this will help. Did that help at all?
Yeah, see, it took it away from you, but in the background, the lamp in the background, you can still see it.
Okay, I'll turn
that.
this light. Let me turn this light off over here. Hang on just a second.
Yeah, I would go into settings and check your settings because it might be just way.
Any better? Wait, you can't even see me at all now. Wait a minute. Any better at all now? No?
Well, you can see a little bit.
Let me turn the light on over here on this side of me. Hold on. I feel like I'm running around.
You need forward light, not backward light. Anything behind you is going to blow it out.
Forward light? Okay.
Yep. Just anything facing towards your face, and then you should be better exposure for sure.
Okay, what about...
Now, see, it's still vignetting.
So while we're doing this, and Debbie's figuring that out, what do you think we could do to make Stabby's voice more manly and sexy?
Oh,
I'm still trying to fix mine.
His voice, there's like a circle, like right here or something. This is the back of my chair. It's like, look, it goes whenever I move. Look.
You know what it's called?
The white.
You know what it is? It's called vignetting.
It's my aura. It's my aura.
It does look like your aura.
It's your heavenly hue.
I am angelic. See, y'all have to be nice to me because I'm angelic.
Oh shit!
My voice has a heavenly hue like that.
Yes,
I'm like Stabby.
You be nice to Stabby. Don't start being ugly.
He told me to hang myself with an extension cord today.
Stabby.
That never has a good ending.
No. Mr.
Especially
Midnight
if you're on the end of
Movie.
it.
Mr. Midnight Movie told the story one time. I don't have my contacts in, so I'm putting my glasses on. Mr. Midnight Movie told the story of how he hung himself one time. Oh, I still have my glasses on up here from earlier today. I totally forgot about that.
You get 2 sets on.
That looks kind of weird. He told the story of how my hair's going to be all flat and weird, how he was going to kill himself. He's going to commit suicide. And I felt so bad because me and JP were cracking up laughing. I can't do this. My hair's going to be too flat now. And he went to the bathroom and he hung a belt over the shower curtain, and the shower curtain broke.
Wow.
We cracked.
Were you playing an audio clip last night at the end of your show?
No.
The show where?
No, that was something else.
The night he called me pimple face, I might have brought that story up.
It was funny. I mean, me and JP we lost our shit laughing about it because it was just. Look, if I go out of the complete picture, look at the laundry on my bed. Look how clear it gets. It's me. It's me.
It's the settings of the camera. If you went into settings and you've seen what megapixel it's at, you'd see look at the pixelation, Joe. You see, like when you look at just in between the picture and the door, you see the pixelation, the green and the red popping. That means the pixelation's super low. Like the rest
so
of the
what do I do?
Like
what do I change? I mean,
you need a different webcam, or you need to go and see if that one could go any higher rate.
Yeah, because it follows my arm, and I have on something white right now. That's weird.
Yeah, it's going to run a vignette wherever it goes because it's just trying to compensate all it can.
Well, I hope people don't think I don't want y'all to think I put like something on it because there's nothing on it. I have cleaned it, and because you can tell it's look.
No, I know there's nothing on it.
Well, I can only assume if that's what your web camera looks like, then your bathroom is probably disgusting.
No, it's not. My bathroom is clean.
Because it looks
fuzzy. There's dirty laundry laying. Yep. There's Gunner, huh?
Yeah, I can see laundry, so I don't know.
I wonder if it does it to Gunner. Gunner, come here.
You might want to get rid of those house cleaning habits before you come here.
Come here, Gunner. Come up here. Come here.
And anything dark is going to be fine.
Gunner,
up. Anything bright.
Come on, up here. Can y'all see Gunner?
Yeah.
Is he doing it? No.
Look, off of you.
Here's his face. Boop. Can you jump up here? Let me see if I can get him to jump up here with me. Come on. Come on, jump up. Gunner. He's so weird. Come on, up. Come on, Gunner.
This is riveting for those of you.
Sorry, never mind.
It's good. It's good.
Give me a kiss.
We're watching Debbie.
With a gigantic dog. He is so big.
He's a big guy.
He is. He's 120 pounder. Anyway.
Mine's 115, so.
Mine could kick your ass.
No. I wouldn't
Y'all
want to see that.
Y'all want me to show y'all
dogfight.
Jet's little cell phone that he uses? He left it over here. Look. It's on the charger. And you take it off.
It's like an emergency phone thing.
Right here is the panic. It's the panic button, the panic string. And if you pull that, it calls 911. And it also calls me and Heather.
Does it set up an alarm?
It sets off an alarm, and it calls me and Heather both, and it says, I've been abducted or whatever. Is that weird?
Wow.
Yeah, and he
That's
wears
scary.
it around his belt. It looks like this when it turns on. Turn on. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah, don't call the police. Right now.
I wouldn't. This is what it looks like.
See how that just completely overexposes instantly?
Yeah, it does.
It's blowing out the screen.
Really? What does that mean?
That means your pixels are wrong. It's just setting on the camera. It's just is it a low end camera, Deb?
It's on my Macintosh.
Then it's not a low end camera. It's just in settings. Okay, that makes sense.
And he cannot make any outgoing calls. He can only call. There's only 4 people that can call him. It's me, Heather, and two other people. And he can't call anybody but us. But it's so cute when you call him. He'll go, "Hello." He's so stupid.
Does it do 911?
If I pull this string, you want me to show you?
No.
You want to see it? And then
I
I'll
know
just
it's
tell
gonna
him.
squeal.
You want me to do
I
it?
thought it would call 911. You don't want to call it 911.
No. And if you push it, it says call 911. If I push it again, it would call 911. Y'all can't see that.
No.
That's called the panic button. If he pushes that panic button or pulls this cord, it's every third man to the south wall.
That's just like the phone that Stabby's mother got him.
Yeah. So I said yeah to that. What the fuck?
Wait just a second. We have something coming in on the wire here. Stroke says, Brittany Herring's Facebook is pretty funny. Yeah. He just crashed Google Chrome. Okay. Ooh, I must have got bright on that light. Did it get brighter on me?
Yeah. You know what they call these cameras? They call them beauty cameras.
What
they do is no matter I know how you look, Deb, and you wouldn't need one, but I'm just saying a lot of women that have that don't look attractive, they use one of these cameras at this setting. They'll take a 12 megapixel camera and bring it down to 1.
How do you set the settings in the camera? I would know how to do that.
You just go to video settings. It'll be in your video card. It'll be on your video card.
Okay, well, we'll just do that right now then, okay? We'll just do the share screen. You can walk me through that. You ready?
Sure.
Oh, we got those little flashing lights. Okay, we're going to go to settings. And we're going to go to... What do I go to?
Should be video.
Where?
Look for a little camera.
Camera.
Sometimes video and audio are shared. Display. You go to display if there's nothing else.
No, that's not it. Siri, mobile spotlight notifications, printers, scanners, keyboard, mouse, energy saver, display, CDs and DVDs, general. I don't think it's there.
Just click on display. Then your camera might be inside there.
No.
It's not.
I don't know anything about Max.
Yeah, leave that alone, Deb. You're good.
I don't know.
Is there anything? I think you're.
You want to put on? I'll put in webcam into the search. Webcam. Flash.
Did you guys watch the World Juniors today?
I did not. Who won? Because didn't you pick Canada?
Canada won their game 5-3 against Sweden, or 5-2.
What did America do?
And America won in the shootout against Russia.
Oh, shit. Crazy.
So they play Canada tomorrow night for the gold.
No shit. That's going to be an amazing game, man. Who do you got?
8:30 Eastern.
Well,
What do you mean, who do I got, Steve? Who the fuck do you think I got?
Well, I'm going to go with Canada on a wild guess.
Yeah. That's a good guess, Steve.
Who do you think I'm gonna pick?
Well, with you, Steve, it's hard to tell because although you are American, you have a lot of Canadian.
I have a lot of Canadian love, no doubt.
Yeah. So
I do.
you know.
I do. I'll be the first to admit it.
I just want you to know that before you answer, that Alex Lyson and Neil Peart, and Geddy Lee will all be hoping for Team Canada tomorrow. So who are you going to hope for, Steve?
I'll be going American. I'm a red-blooded American.
And this is why tomorrow the members of Rush will all hate you.
Aw, Andrew called. Andrew called. I missed his call. I also have a voicemail from Celtic and a bunch of stuff on here. My Skype is just always just off the chain here. It's,
yeah,
it is. It's insane. I mean, look at this stuff. Let me show y'all how crazy my freaking Skype is. And it's like...
Apparently you're a priestess, Debbie. Did you know that?
No. What is that?
I don't know. Dennis says you're a priestess.
She a high priestess of the temples of Syrinx?
Angry Bong, I love you so much. Let's see. Strope. Yeah, there's so many people on here that are saying something. We have a voice message. What was that noise?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
Have you ever heard of a band? And I don't want you to laugh. Well, Debbie, you tell them about our band.
Called Cuddle Puppy?
Go on. This sounds
all right.
Have you heard?
Meet her.
What?
Have you heard any of our music?
No, Cuddle Puppy. Go on. I'm listening.
It's a band that me and Debbie, we formed it when we were first starting out in our career. And Cuddle Puppy is now getting a little bit more popular. And I'm really proud of it. We did a whole show yesterday about it. Craig,
no, we didn't. You just mentioned it, stupid.
It was a long mention about our band because we want people to know. We want them to go out and buy the CD.
I told him. I said we were talking about sleeping to fan noise, and he said he had to have 2 pillows, and I said I have to 2 pillows, and then I said just very randomly, I said I want to sleep with Stabby. He goes okay, and then I said he just looks like a little cuddle puppy, and Steve said it sounded like a band.
Heavy metal band at that.
I must say that I've often thought that Steve would like to sleep with his hand between 2 pillows.
Hand between 2 pillows.
What? Not sure what that means.
You're going to have to reference Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, I don't know about that. Steve doesn't watch any movies. Steve's never seen a movie.
Never seen one. What do they like? Are they on the? Is that what they talk about? Big screen? Is that what that means? Or is that just a place where you like?
The silver screen. The silver screen.
Silver screen.
You know, I was listening to my old shows the other day, and I was nicer a long time ago. I think I got mean or something, didn't I?
Yeah, podcasting will sort of jade you. You know, it'll sort of give you jagged edges.
I think I've gotten meaner over the years.
You go through phases. I think you went through a really nice phase, then you went through a really pissed off phase when you're getting trolled hard. And now you're back to that a little bit more cushy, softy side, which is easier.
I learned you might as well, when they're trolling, you might as well just go with it, because getting mad ain't going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that, or I just my give a crap wore out. I can't cuss.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, you just, who cares, right?
Yeah, it's just the internet.
Like, in all honesty, if I was you, and I had a bad night on the Spreaker, getting trolled, I would go to bed, and when I get up the next day, I'd go hang out with Jet for a couple hours, and none of the Spreaker wouldn't really matter, right?
Yeah, I pretty much do that every day anyway, which is excellent.
So...
Let me see.
I used to let it get me wound up. I hate myself for that. I let this shit get way, way to me. For no reason. It's absolutely for no reason. But I guess we all do that in the beginning.
Here's some songs I sang today to Barco.
What are they?
I'm going to put them in the chat here as soon as I find the fucking...
Spreaker?
They keep changing Skype on me.
Spreaker chat or Skype chat?
Canadian Skype.
Canadian Skype. Well, while we're waiting that to drop, we're going to go right ahead with This Day in History, everybody. At Dan O'Day. We're sorry, but that page is not found. Thank you. Well,
Bastards History Channel.
Back to you.
Suck.
Back to you in the studio.
All right, Deb.
No, I'm joking.
That page is history.
In 1933, on January the 5th, the Golden Gate Bridge was officially born in the United States of America. The construction began on the Golden Gate Bridge as workers began excavating 3.2 million cubic feet of dirt for the structure's huge anchors. Hold on, something's happening on Skype. Oh, that must be that thing you dropped. Okay. On this day in history, Benedict Arnold captures and destroys Richmond. What does that mean, Jesse? Dennis? I'm sorry. Joe knows everything about history. What does that mean?
Well, that'd be Richmond, Virginia, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I do not know.
Well, that would have been in the Revolutionary War. Because Benedict Arnold fought, he was an American hero.
1781. I'm sorry, I didn't say the years. In
the French Indian Wars. And
see what I mean?
He became a traitor, Benedict Arnold. Of course, you heard that, in the Revolutionary War. But he was an early on hero in the Revolutionary War for the Americans. So I think that battle would have been in the Revolutionary War, not the French Indian Wars. But
on this day in history, in 1970, the United Mine Workers were killed today. Do you remember anything about that, JoJo?
Where was it at?
It doesn't say. I could click on it and read it. It just says the United Mine Workers, 1970.
Where that wouldn't be here, but before you go any further, and I know I love to beat the drum of my hometown, but the first unionized mine workers meeting ever in North America was held in my hometown.
Oh,
this
wow.
This is where all the coal mining unions that are in North America, they all started right here.
Really?
Yeah, you're big on that stuff. I know.
Well, 50 years ago, there was 10,000 people lived in my town because there was two major coal mines here. the deepest slope ever. It went down 2 miles in the ground.
On this day in history, in 1643, the first divorce in the United States of America was finalized.
Yeah, that was me and Roxanne, my first marriage.
Anne Clark of Massachusetts is granted divorce from her absent and adulterous husband, Dennis Clark, by the Quarter Court of Boston, Massachusetts. How about that?
Good fucking Dennis.
That bastard.
Piece of crap. Now, on this day in history, in 1976, Pol Pot renamed Cambodia.
Oh, Pol Pot, he was a guy. He was a man of the people.
Yeah, he killed more people than anybody in the whole world, right?
Killed like 1 million of his own countrymen, didn't he, or something?
On this day in 1998, Sonny Bono was killed in a skiing accident.
I remember that.
Man, that must have really hurt.
He was also a congressman or a senator.
He was absolutely right. U.S. congressman. He was a U.S. congressman.
And guess what? On this day in the United States of America was the number one song on everybody's mind.
What was the number one song? Really?
What was the date?
1980. Where did it go? 1980. 1980. The number one hit was. You ready?
Yep.
I said a hip hop, heavy do the hip hip hop. You don't stop rocking. Y'all, here's the words.
Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Dum. Another one bites the dust. Dum. Another one bites the dust.
Should have known that.
Well, you didn't know that though, JoJo. Said a hip hop, hippie to the hippie, the hip hop. You don't stop rocking to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the
was the number one
boogie.
song in 1980.
1980, Sugar Hill's Gang's Rapper's Delight becomes hip hop's first top 40 hit.
In 1980.
1980, correct. Why?
I don't know. I just don't remember. The first rap song I remember hearing was that song "Holiday." We are going on a summer holiday. You remember that one?
Summer holiday? No. How does it go?
I just remember the chorus. It goes, "We are going on a summer holiday," and then like these guys are dancing in the back.
Vacation? All I ever wanted.
No, that's the Go-Go's.
Yeah.
No.
In this day on 1920, the New York Yankees purchased Babe Ruth.
From the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, exactly. From the Boston Red Sox.
$125,000, which is just chump change today.
On this day in history in 1967, the amphibious operations conducted in the Mekong Delta by the United States, the 9th United States Marine Corps, they were getting it on over in Vietnam. How about that?
Wow. The Nam. I was never to the Nam, but I smoked a lot of dope in the 80s and watched a lot of Vietnam movies. So it all blended together.
There you
so
go.
now I have flashbacks.
You have flashbacks now.
You have flashbacks.
It all just blends together, you know. I remember when Powell shot the surgeon in the bathroom. I remember trying to get up that hill. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Do y'all remember?
I remember when Burns shot fucking Laris, man. Laris. It was horrible.
Do y'all know what the Bee Gees' first hit was?
The Bee Gees?
I Started a Joke?
Nope.
Was it?
Nope.
No?
It was the 1910 New York.
1910?
Hold on just a second. The 1910 New York mining accident disaster.
The Bee Gees?
Yep. Excuse me.
They made us. They had a hit song about a fucking mining disaster.
Yes, it was absolutely brilliant. It was amazing.
Was it called Tragedy?
No, it's called the
came later.
No, it's called the New York mining disaster. The 1910 New York mining disaster. It goes a little something like this. If there, twing, twing. In the event of something happening to me,
there is something I would like you all to see. It's just a photograph of someone that I knew. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones?
It sounds weird on this thing for some reason. It sounds slow. Anyway, I don't know why. I just thought about that when we were talking about the mining.
I remember that song now that you play it, but I didn't know it was even about that. I thought you said tragedy. I thought that was hysterical, Joe. That was funny as fuck.
Bono in U2 did a song about a mining disaster in my hometown.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
What was it?
Look it up.
What's it called?
It's called Spring Hill. Look up Bono in Spring Hill.
There it is. Spring Hill mining disaster. Ah, how about that?
Yeah.
The Ballad of the Spring Hill. What happened in the Spring Hill mining disaster, Joe?
What one?
What? I don't know.
Well, the one this song is about happened in the 1800s, but there was two more in the 50s that were. One was an explosion, and the other one was a bump. And in layman's terms, to explain a bump, it's when the floor meets the ceiling in a mine shaft, like an underground earthquake.
That's horrible. It says, in the town of Springfield, Nova Scotia, late in the year of 58, day still comes and the sun still shines, dark as the grave in the Cumberland mine. You know, how sad. Don't you just kind of just lay there and you just die, like you just starved to death or something?
Well, there was a bunch of them were trapped down there for like 9 days and made it out.
Oh, God.
I'm not going political, but this is a true story. There was like 9 of them trapped down there, and one of them was a black man. His name is Maurice Reddick, and he sang hymns. Like, the whole family are singers. Anyway, he sang hymns while they were underground and kept spirits up. And when they got rescued, it was pretty famous news.
Wow.
And they got invited by the governor of Georgia, and this is all documented. You can look this up. They all got invited down to Georgia to the governor's place and to the Ed Sullivan show in New York too. And when they went to Georgia, when the miners found out that Maurice Reddick wasn't allowed to attend the ball with them because he was colored, they all refused to go, and he wouldn't let them refuse. He told them that we'll all go enjoy the vacation. It's all right, and when we come back, we'll all be together. And that's true shit.
That's a great story. That's awesome.
Like that's how different times are now. Like when you think back to that, right? He wasn't even allowed to stay in the same hotel as them
because he's black.
Are you serious?
That was like 1958.
That is horrible. That is horrible.
That's not that long ago. Right?
Really, it isn't. In perspective.
There's lots of people alive right now that were still around in 58, right?
Yeah, sure.
So.
Isn't coal mining the most dangerous job in the history of all time?
Well, the coal here is hard to mine underground because it's gassy. It's really, really good coal.
Right.
Like, coal gives off one of two byproducts. It either gives off a lot of sulfur as a byproduct or a lot of ash, right? And the Spring Hill coal is I forget what one it is, but I think it's high in ash. Yeah, it is. It's high in ash and low in sulfur. It gives off a lot of methane underground. And that's what blows up, is the methane.
Yeah, but I imagine, I know I read that it's the most dangerous job you could ever have is a coal miner. Because in other countries where it isn't, mandated that the safeties are in place, even when they are, people die. But in third world countries, they certainly aren't watched. If you come out, you come out.
Well, Stabby says he likes towns with fires burning under them.
Well, we don't really have a fire burning under the town, but over in the old duff banks, and what the duff is all the mud they dug out of the mine shafts that wasn't coal. It's got some coal mixed in it. And after they shut the mines down, they were over there digging coal out of the duff, and they got fires going, and they still smolder. Like, that's 50, 60 years ago. And
that's crazy.
It's not as bad as it was when I was a kid, but when it, if you go over there with a machine and dig around, a bunch of smoke comes out of the ground and stuff.
Fuck.
And it's been really, really good for the cancer rates around town, so.
Ugh. That ain't good.
I'm just reading over the chat. It's pretty funny. Annette, of course, everything has to do with me and something personal. Look, it says right here. Let's start at the beginning. I took Debbie her Christmas gift. Where's my gift, Debbie? No, I think it was my parents that had the first divorce. And then she says, let's see. Sing, Debbie, she knows all the words. I don't remember anything through the 70s and 80s. Debbie had to remind me. I think I'll stick to organics because it's like, can't you just talk about something that's, I don't know, just the weather. The weather, anything.
Okay, I can talk about the weather, Debbie. We had really, really bad winds here yesterday, like a bad storm. And it snapped. Like, we have wind farms here everywhere. And one of the windmills snapped right off.
They're not supposed to do that.
No, about 3/4 of the way up, man, it snapped it right off. No shit. I'm looking for the picture right now to show you. And here it is. Here, look at this. And to answer Apocalypse, there was a wind spill, and the only thing damaged was the windmill. No environment.
Damn.
Nobody hurt. No explosions.
No fires underground.
No fires underground. Just a broken windmill.
Do you have a lot of wind farms out by you, Joe?
They're growing all the time, and we sell all the power to you guys.
Yeah, well, we're stupid. We have thousands of them in Indiana, downstate Illinois for sure. And when you drive across the country, which I do a lot, you just get to see these farms, and they go on forever. To me, it's like mathematically impossible, you'd think, where these farms used to be where they grew corn and cattle. Now are just miles you're driving, and all you see is blinking red lights at night. And then when you go through another time, that's all they are. It's huge turbines, and they're massive.
Yeah, well, the big thing they're doing here is they're tidal, the Bay of Fundy. I don't want to get into that, but we have the highest tides in the world here. Every 12 hours every tide as much water moves into the Bay of Fundy. More water moves into the Bay of Fundy than what travels in all the world's rivers in a day.
Wow, that's substantial. That's nuts.
So they put these, basically, they look like a wind turbine.
They're levers, right? They're levers, and
no, they
pushes them up and down.
They've got what it looks like a wind turbine under the ground. They put some down there a couple years ago, and they never lasted 24 hours. And when they pulled it out, it had no blades left on it. And come to find out, the tide moves boulders the size of 2-story houses around like styrofoam cups in the wind.
Yeah. You don't mess with water. Water's the most damaging thing on the planet.
So they've got a new one down there now, and because water is so much more dense than air, the turbines don't have to spin as fast, eh?
Yeah.
The way, you know what I mean?
Right. Uh-huh.
And so that's the big technology they're pushing here now is tidal stuff.
When you said that, it made me think of something I'd seen on Discovery Channel, where they have these flotation devices, if you will. There's a central mass that holds it to the ground, to the bottom of the lake or ocean, and there's these 4 flotation, like you'd have.
Yeah, I've seen those. They look like a worm.
And they kind of go down, they go up with the tide, and each oscillation creates energy, which creates, creates energy.
I think that design comes out of Britain. You want to know the truth, Steve?
It makes sense. It would.
But I know what you mean. It looks sort of like a caterpillar in the water.
Exactly.
And as the wave motion...
They said you get so much energy out of it all the time because the water's always moving. You don't have to wait for wind. The water is always lifting or going down. It's always going up or going down. So it's constant energy. They look weird, that's for sure.
Another big energy we use here is geothermal. They're trying to tap into because where all the old coal mines are.
Yeah.
As you know, you can hook a heat pump up to cold water and extract heat from it. You know that, right?
Right, of course, right.
So what they do here is they basically take a heat pump and they drill down into the mine water, and it's warm. It's warmer than normal groundwater because the mines are so deep. Mm-hmm. And you know how convection works. Well, the mines work like a big radiator. The hot water rises to the top, the colder water goes to the bottom, so it's always circulating itself. You get what I'm saying? Exactly, yeah. So it's more efficient to extract heat from that heated mine water than it is from normal groundwater. And the new arena we have here, that's 10 years old or so, I guess about 15 now, it has a geothermal ice plant in it rather than an ammonia.
Wow.
Right? And it gives off enough heat that you could heat a 4-story school with it.
So they're using it for heat. They're not using it to spin a turbine or anything?
There's nothing hooked up to it right now for heat. But there's all kinds of potential projects they're talking about doing.
Right.
And they're talking about building a new school beside the arena so they can use the heat for free. Because it's just the heat for making ice.
It's just hot water.
No, it's hot air, just like the back of your refrigerator from them making ice in the arena. The blow off, the heat that comes off.
The displaced hot air, yeah.
Yeah, they're just putting it into the atmosphere. It's like lost energy. It's free energy because.
It's pretty smart, man.
So
absolutely. The coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life? I don't know if you'd seen this, Joe. They're working on taking panes of glass, regular window glass, and making that solar, which means that let's say you have, like in Chicago, a 100-story building. All of the windows in that building would be absorbing power and distributing it throughout that floor or into a bank.
Like the grid of the future has roadways, rooftops, windows.
Yeah,
cars
windows would run. Cars would run off the windows. All plugged in, right? Yeah. So. Insane. I mean, why not? Why not harness the sun's power?
I sold solar panels a couple years ago. I shouldn't say I sold them. I had a job selling them, but I couldn't sell any.
But they're expensive, man. They're really expensive. They've probably gone down.
The deal was here, but the Nova Scotia government changed, and they backed the funding. But the way it worked here is if you had a big enough house and it was new enough that it could support the load, you could put enough panels on your roof for about a $50,000 investment, which is a lot of money.
It is.
Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But you never pay a power bill. So
forever.
If you took the money that you pay on your power bill every 2 months and put that into making your payment on your panels, say for 15 or 20 years, whatever you took it out for, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after that time, once that's paid off, you don't pay no more. Right?
Right, because you paid it off, so you're good. You're clear.
You're now putting power back into the grid, and you're getting paid from Nova Scotia Power. And rather than having a bill every 2 months for power, you now have an asset that makes your house worth more.
That's not mutually exclusive to where you're at. I've heard of that in America too. I don't know where, but I definitely read about it. I think it was.
It has a lot to do with your local utility companies and what type of deal they have.
That's it.
Unfortunately, in Nova Scotia Power is owned by EMRA, a big outfit out of the States, and they have a deal that doesn't make it that feasible in Nova Scotia to do because they have a cap on how much you can get paid for putting back into the grid, right?
And I'm sure it's getting less and less and less.
Well, yeah, like all the people that I do know that have them, all complain that they're putting all kinds of power into the grid. That Nova Scotia Power is getting for free. And everybody says, well, why would they want to do this? And here's the thing: is the grid is what cost power companies money, and they lose so much electricity just from leakage in the grid. Right?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like copper wire, etc., is not an efficient way to transport power over long distances.
It's a cheap way.
It's a cheap way, but there's a lot of leakage and stuff, right?
Right.
Whereas, if I invest in my property, and I can create enough juice in my property to power mine, and you're my neighbor and power yours, well, Nova Scotia Power don't have to pay for any grid between us.
You're your own grid.
Right? We're our own grid. So their biggest expense is now eliminated. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
They don't have to buy coal to generate power or anything, because I'm doing that. I took it all on, and then you're still buying the power from them, and they're giving me a cut. So they're still saving money because they're not paying a lineman, they're not paying all their grid expenses, and they're still getting the money from you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I know a little bit about solar power, not enough to sell it. I think it's obviously...
I didn't know. I used to show up stoned, and I didn't sell anything to nobody.
Can't imagine it.
Yeah. I had a plan. I had a plan. If it had, I was good about it. I went and got the job, and it seemed too good to be true, and I wasn't real sure. And so I invited my boss to a meeting, and I set it up, and I invited 10 people from around town that I know, contractors, electricians, one guy's a big real estate guy, like owns a lot of apartments.
So the right people.
I invited a wide range of people, and as far as my boss knew, these people are all potential investors, right?
Yeah.
And I got him to do a spew, and then when it was all over, I got what everybody thought, and they all come out pretty well the same thing, that it seems too good to be true, and you have to look more into it. And when I looked into it, the money just wasn't there from the.
I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the kitchen. Keep talking.
Sorry, Debbie. We didn't mean to take your show over.
No. I'm listening. I'm enjoying listening. It's fine with me. I enjoy it. Please.
I saw you in the chat room. That's why I figured we keep.
Please.
Stabby gets upset when I yammer on, as he puts it.
Well, whatever. Go ahead.
My fat head yammering on.
So yeah, no, I mean, if they could just think, dude, if they could actually do that, you know how much those panes of glass would cost? Right now they're in its experimental stage, so they're not even in beta. That's how far away they are from making this come to fruition. But that would mean anything any piece of glass. That means from your watch to your tablet to your computer to your windows in your house to everything in your car. Anything with glass would be able to absorb power and bring it to a cell and store it to use it. That would eliminate everything in between. Everything in between. Think about that.
Well, you're old enough to remember when solar calculators first come around.
Oh yeah, God, yeah, I had one.
Like,
coolest thing I ever seen. I was like, what the hell? How does this work?
You had to sit by the window to use them?
Well, I'm not.
Or be in direct light?
You have to be near light, yeah.
And then
they got really dim if you weren't.
Yeah, and then within 10 years, you could pretty well run the fucking things in the dark.
Absolutely right.
Same thing again.
And then they would only be the little crystal letters, and then they became colored, and they would have backlight and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then solar power would last like 2 days. It's like, what the hell? because the batteries are now metal nickel hydride. They're rechargeable metal nickel hydride, which is just the most insane battery in the world. You know, I mean, it's the capacity to hold so much more, and the batteries are getting smaller, and they're getting stronger, and they're getting better. You look at my laptop. I have some of the thinnest laptops and tablets in the world, and this wasn't even thinkable. The battery 3 years ago was bigger than my laptop, thicker than my laptop. And the laptop battery right now is so freaking thin. It is literally like wafer thin. And it works.
What I say to
lasts
people,
11 hours, man.
what I say to people when they say that solar power will never fly, I say that everything that you know, every living thing, everything that you see around you on the planet is there because of the sun.
There you go. And that's exactly what I think. You
Right?
you can't doubt that power source.
Even fossil fuels are stored sunlight.
That's it.
Right? Even fossil fuels.
Everything that is alive, moving, thinking, feeling, and it's because of one thing, the sun. So if you doubt that, you got problems, because that keeps everything moving. Otherwise, we're dead.
So, do you know about the modern sunlight theory?
Go ahead, tell me.
What they mean by modern sunlight?
No, go ahead.
Like the Earth can handle, like, energy created by modern sunlight.
Right.
Like it can absorb it. So, like if everybody was like burning wood, you know what I mean, rather than fossil fuels, the Earth would be able to handle that. It's only when you start, because the Earth is designed to, or has evolved to handle, you know, anything that the Earth can throw at it in a modern time, like in a real time.
In a real lifetime, yeah.
I'm having trouble finding my words here. Whereas when you introduce ancient sunlight, fossil fuels and stuff, you're overloading that natural system, because the energy that's already coming in, say in one solar year from the sun, you're adding more to that.
So we've just adapted. The world has adapted.
I'm back.
Well, no, half of the carbon.
All right, Deb, you're back.
Hi, Debbie. Half of the carbon that's produced every year, you know, be it by man or volcanoes, is left in the atmosphere.
Okay, so I got what you're saying. I follow you now.
Right.
Yeah, well, what are we going to do about that? Because
try to do lots of things about it. The problem is with oil or fossil fuels is that they're relatively cheap for the amount of power that you get from them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
what about nuclear power?
I think nuclear power is pretty good if they don't spare no expense on safety.
Safety, yeah.
You know, you put anything in the hands of a group of shareholders, right? You know what I mean?
What is the ratio? It's 1 pound of. Hold on.
Solar's the way, man.
I know, but there's a ratio that just blew my mind. I heard it the other day, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" 1 pound of plutonium equals 55,000 pounds of coal. 1 pound.
You're talking about a flux capacitor.
We are. We're going back to the future.
Yeah.
That's a crazy ratio, though, man.
I hit my head on a sink and envisioned it.
What'd you get for us, Deb? Because I know you didn't get there going there to the kitchen to get stuff.
I got some cinnamon chips and chocolate milk.
That sounds good.
Cinnamon chips? I liked cinnamon chips when I was young. I haven't had them in forever.
My mother bought me Chinese food for supper.
For your birthday, yeah?
Yep.
Did they go rah? What is it, Goofy?
Dude, did you have a good birthday, all in all?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Good for you, man.
You know, everybody knows the older you get, the funner birthdays are. Right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
My son almost called me today, so that was pretty cool.
Someone almost called me today.
That makes you. That's got to make you feel almost good.
Well, the good news is that I know on his birthday he will call. So, it
Yeah.
makes up for it.
They do
He'll
that.
It makes up for it.
Well, at least you're guaranteed once a year.
Yeah. He's pissy at me the last couple of years because I don't buy him much for Christmas anymore, and I spend it all on his daughter. Right? And he doesn't understand. And I just said, yeah, it sucks. I remember when you come along and did the same thing to me. So, suck it up.
Sometimes kids seem to forget that we don't forget.
Yeah, Jet got a BMX bike, a backyard playground thing that's got all the slides and all that weird stuff. That stuff is expensive. Do y'all know how expensive Legos are?
Yes. It's been 15 years since I bought any, but yeah, I know.
Why are they so expensive?
Well, I think it depends on what you buy for Lego. If you buy just the plain block sets, the ones that are just blocks like it was when we were kids, I don't think that's too bad. But the problem with Lego now, most of it's like a toy set.
Yeah, and it's like Batman, Superman,
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Mm-hmm.
So right off the bat, there's licensing fees. Anything that's like Star Wars Batman is going to be like a licensing thing there.
Right, exactly. You got to pay that.
And then you have the molded pieces and stuff like that, right? Lego was better when I was a kid. You know how many houses I started building in Lego with? Like, I never ever learned. I would always go like one row of red, one row of white, and then going to do that all the way up. And then you'd get almost done, and then you would like run out of like one color block.
So true.
You'd have to start using like the two squares to make one, like 1-4.
Oh, it's so true.
Start patching them all together.
The hell we had as children.
Yeah.
I noticed you were going with a color pattern there. You went red, white. You didn't use blue next, by any chance, did you?
What was
checking.
that?
Well, you said you start with red, then you go with white. And I was wondering if you were going to say blue next.
Let's see. I didn't have a lot of blue.
Oh.
I had red, white. I had a few blue. I had mostly red and whites. And
remember yellow?
greens.
What the hell? You couldn't do shit with yellow. Yellow was
couple
always
yellow ones.
Yeah.
My big thing when I was a kid was Star Wars figures, man. I had the Millennium Falcon, and I had a TIE Fighter.
Yeah,
And,
never enjoyed that shit, man.
I flew 1,000 miles in my yard of that Millennium Falcon.
Did you?
Flying
Good gas
the fuck
mileage?
with
Was
that.
that solar? Was that solar?
Only thing
powered?
is, I was a little different. I was a Darth Vader dude, and Darth Vader flew my Millennium Falcon.
Because he was a badass.
Yeah, he stole it. It was his.
He stole it. Okay, we were talking about this. Me and Deb had this on the show yesterday in a brief second because we were flying along on a bunch of different tangents. We saw a big wheel, and I'm like, big wheels were like the coolest fucking thing when I was a kid. If you had a big wheel, it was like having your first car. Do you remember that?
I remember them, man. I had a green machine, though. I didn't have a big wheel. I had a green machine.
Did you have one with the handbrake so you could do a nice little
You remember
spin?
the green? You remember the green machines?
I do, man. I do. But I had a
There was
yellow.
Two types of green machines. There was the street one, and then there was the snow one.
It's got to be a Canadian thing. Snow?
Well, like a sled.
Oh, no, I've never seen that.
And it was called the green machine, too. And it had handles like brakes, and you could steer it. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I miss the stuff as a kid. For me, it was like freaking. God had race cars. I didn't care about Star Wars. Everybody in the neighborhood cared about Star Wars. Me, it was about cars, model cars, trains, police cars especially. Anything law enforcement I want. Ambulance, fire trucks. I loved all that kind of shit. And then basically anything that moved. Bikes.
Oh.
I had like 6 bikes when I was like 10 years old.
I get a new bike every grade day.
Yeah. I used to part mine out. I dipped mine in chrome. I had a buddy down the street. His
Me
father
too.
worked at a chrome place. We used to dip it in chrome.
We used to make choppers.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. You had to have a chopper. I had. You ever hear of the Schwinn series, the Schwinn lemon peeler? It had a 5-speed in the middle. That was a badass ass.
I had a 3-piece Schwinn that had the gear shift like a motorcycle throttle.
Yeah, that's what I had. It had mine had a slick in the back and a small tire in front with a shock. It was called the Schwinn lemon peeler. And there was 5. There was a gray ghost, and I forget what the red one. There was a red one and a blue one, but I got the lemon one because it was. And now that bike's worth $3,800, and I think I got it for like $120. It was a nice bike you could get at the time, and it got stolen from me in 1 week.
Well, like 10 years ago, I was losing some weight, and I got bicycling, and I live in a town called Spring Hill, and there's a lot of hills here. Like, you can't go in any direction without going downhill eventually. And when you're a plus-size individual on a bicycle, you can pick up a lot of momentum going downhill. Right? And
That's true. That's true, man.
I turfed. I turfed right into the side of a car. And fucking took the...
This was recent.
Yeah, about 10 years ago. Took the mirror off the side of it and everything. It cost me like $300 to fix it. So I haven't done much bicycling then.
Dude, I love to ride. I still ride. And talk about up, down, both ways, it seems like. When I was in Colorado, I was in a town called Castle Rock. And it's in Colorado. Nothing's flat in Colorado. Nothing. A rock isn't flat in Colorado. Fucking, it seemed like I was going uphill both ways, everywhere. It's like, this is physically impossible. It's mathematically impossible. I'm going back home. I should be going downhill. I'm not. But it's a great workout, man. It'll work you out. You'll burn. My legs used to burn, and that's when I knew I was working good.
When
so you T-boned it? You slammed into a car?
I didn't. I sort of skimmed off the side of her. I didn't really T-bone it. It was more of a ricochet.
Were you hurt?
Yeah,
maybe a nice guy.
It hurt. It hurt. It hurt.
Your pride, or
and it was embarrassing because it was a carload of fucking teenagers. So here's this old fat fucking guy just T-boned them at an intersection. So,
imagine explaining that to their friends.
I imagine they all tell that story. You know, they see me going,
that's
"Oh, there's that fucking fat guy T-boned us that time."
Remember that time when we were?
Remember that time that fat stone guy T-boned us?
You made their life a little bit better with that story.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah. That's what I do, Steve. I make people's lives better.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but I like to think it is.
Well, I don't know, but every once in a while, some adult will tag me, in some meme about a coach that made a difference in their life. That's always nice. That first group of
really
coaches
good.
back in the 90s. They're all young 30s now. That always feels nice because a lot of them guys turned out to be successful. You know?
Did you just say, hey, listen, forget the writing up, just send me some cash?
No, I only ever bleed Barco for cash. Because, he reminds me of my father.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I interrupt this awesome. I looked up and saw the word awesome. Why do I always say what I read?
She does that.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah,
Dennis is going to call in because his nephew's in the chat room.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I told him.
Nephew?
No warming. Is that his nephew?
He said that's his warning. He said that Dennis is a big fan, and he says it's nice to meet you. His name is Jordan. Hi, Jordan. So let's all. Do you do a podcast on here, Jordan, or are you just using the account to be a listener? Which is fine if you do, but your daily nightly rush. That's funny.
I like it.
And I am on it. Boy, listener count is low tonight. Where is everybody?
I don't know. It's one of those nights where everybody's kind of like laying low.
What night?
Last night we were slammed.
They heard me and Barco broke up, so there's probably protest.
Refresh it, Deb. That can't be the right number. That's definitely not the right number.
Did you see what Stabby just said to you, Joe, in the chat room?
What did he say now?
Hey, Joe, shut the hell up for 10 freaking minutes.
Stabby just says that because ever since you said I have a sexy voice, it's sort of upset him deeply. Oh.
Well,
Stabby used to like me talking up until then. He used to send me private messages and say, "Call me and talk to me, Joe." And
do you really?
Nothing. Yeah. Now there's nothing.
Stabby's kind of a quiet guy. I kind of like respect that about him. He just comes out and says a couple things and he's quiet.
Yeah. Well, if you
Who
talk to him,
wants
it's
to know
okay.
their forecast? Just give me your zip code and I'll give you your forecast. Anybody?
I'm not doxing myself.
Oh, please.
I'll give you a Chicago one. 60608.
And weather for 60608 is current temperature is 14 degrees Fahrenheit with the or negative 9 degrees Celsius. The wind chill makes it negative 14 Celsius. The humidity is 63%. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 4.3 miles per hour, gusting to 11.8. The conditions are overcast. Visibility is 10 miles. Yesterday's high was 32. Yesterday's low was negative 4 degrees Celsius. The sunrise will be tomorrow at 7:18. The sunset at 4:34. And that is all I have to say about that. But tomorrow is Thursday. Cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy in the afternoon. A high of 16 degrees with winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. How about that?
Pretty cold there, Deb.
How about that?
You got to bundle up.
That's
Talking about
Nova
wind
Scotia weather.
God, it
the wind
sounds
chill,
horrible.
they're talking about the wind chill. Real feel is going to be 15 below zero for Chicagoans. Good luck,
Let's
kids.
take a look at Dallas, 75201, where they killed JFK. Here we go. Current temperature in Dallas is 36.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind chill making it feel 33. The humidity is 69%. Winds are east-southeast at 4 miles an hour, gusting to nothing. The pressure is 29.96 and falling. It's mostly cloudy outside with that's really about it. And tomorrow's forecast calls for a mix of clouds and sun early and then becoming cloudy later in the day. High around 40, winds north-northeast at 15 to 25 miles. It's going to be windy tomorrow, boys. And
It's going to be cool there, too. That's really cool for you guys, isn't it?
yeah, well,
40?
Yeah, we're freezing. And I've got...
Somebody would like you to do one, Deb. I have a zip code for you when you're ready.
Please.
Speaking of that, I got to go put wood in my furnace. I'll be right back.
What'd you
All
say,
right.
Steve?
It's going to be 85014. 85014.
Listen to Joe's chair.
I know. Sounds like he's moving his house.
Current temperature in Phoenix is 46 degrees, with the wind chill being also 46 degrees. The humidity is 89%.
That's pretty high.
Winds are southwest at 0 miles per hour. We have current scattered clouds, and it looks like it's pretty nice. Tomorrow's forecast calls for partly cloudy, lows overnight in the upper 40s. That is just nothing going on over there. It's kind of chilly, though. It's about, I'd say, jacket weather. That's for Phoenix, Arizona.
Let's just throw a random number in there. Let's just make one up. How about 36215? No, that's too many.
36215.
Let's see what we get out of that. It
City
doesn't
not
exist.
found.
City not found. See if you could just generate one.
I just hit the wrong thing. Sorry.
You did.
I'm sorry.
Shame on ya.
What did I hit? Okay. Let's go with 90210, Los Angeles.
Oh, we know what that one is. That's how
90210. Wait a minute. 90210. Current temperature is 53 degrees with 91% humidity. Winds are out of the west at 0.6 miles per hour. Pressure is holding steady at 30.8 with light rain. And it is overcast currently. Tomorrow's forecast calls for a few showers. They're still on Wednesday. I forgot it's early over there. With steady light rain overnight, low of 53, winds light and variable. Chance of rain is 80%. My uncle used to say, partly cloudy, chance of rain, doo-dah, doo-dah. Anyway.
There you go.
And that is the weather for today, everybody.
All over the country. You've heard it here first on KSUK.
The station with pull.
Yeah. We attract you.
Odd news in the U.S. What are Quirky's weird news? UPI odd news. Dead people's server. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Polestar concert listings. Concert listings. That would be fun. Song facts. Urban.
I like facts about music. You know me.
Urban
Easy
and
one.
Internet Library of This Day in History. Those were the days. BBC Entertainment. Billboard Music News. We don't care about that.
No Warming said his Uncle D, he went out for a quick smoke. He'll be back.
Uncle D. Annette's
Uncle D in the house. Can we
Annette's
call him that
boyfriend.
now?
Annette's boyfriend used to call our apartment. He'd go, "Hello," and he'd go, "This is Ron B. Long D."
I like that. Clever, funny, and he's making a statement. Can we do some facts?
Fufu won't share her baby bed with Gunner. He's just got his gigantic brown head laying on it, and his body's laying on not on it. Somebody's
Poor
calling.
baby.
I think I hear Mr. Landlord. Now, why is it ringing loud? Oh, hang up. I have to add you. Uh-oh. Somebody must have heard what I said.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You know who's yourself
I do know. Backup units, please stand by.
Hello.
Hello,
Is this
Hey,
my
buddy.
ex-best friend, Sonny?
your ex best friend. Are we now? Are we back to that again?
No, sir. Never mind.
Right. Hey, look up 92101.
Fun stuff. Hold on. I'm going to turn my webcam back on and say hi to Sonny once I look this up. 92101. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
92101. Coming at you with...
You're gonna hear the most. You're gonna probably
Oh, man.
look up some of the best weather in the world right there.
Current temperature in San Diego, California is a nice 57.4 degrees Fahrenheit with 82% humidity. Winds are southeast at 0 miles per hour. The pressure is 30 and rising. It's mostly cloudy. And tomorrow's forecast is going to be the same thing. Everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's great. It's like, it's perfect. It's crazy.
San
It is.
Diego is always perfect, year-round perfect. That's
Yeah.
where you want to go.
That,
By the way,
that is-
hello, Sonny.
You
hey,
know-
buddy, how are you?
You know, in
I'm great,
Hawaii,
man.
in
Great.
Maui, Hawaii,
Joe, what was your forecast?
give me your zip code, Joe. Joe! Jojo! Jojo.
Joe, please report to station.
Joe! Where'd he go? Well, I thought he was there. I heard him making a lot of noise.
It sounded like Ghost with the cans. Maybe it's at Ghost's house.
Maybe he's building a new computer.
Oh, there's an idea.
He's building a new
I like
computer. It does sound like it. Poor Gunner.
What's going on?
Nothing.
There you are.
Give us your zip
I was
code.
asking what your weather was there.
Oh, sorry, bud. I went down to put fire in my furnace.
Yeah, that
or
tells
what-
me something.
Wood in
Yeah.
my furnace. It's actually not too bad here today, Sonny, compared to what it can be.
Yeah,
We got a big rainstorm yesterday.
rain, and
Yeah.
and it's got to be like just balls cold, right?
Not too bad. It does get cold here, but for the most part, our winters aren't real bad like a lot of places because the ocean keeps us warmer.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
The
You know,
moisture.
I don't think a lot of people realize where you're really at. I mean, those pictures that we see of these huge fucking icebergs, that's your everyday scenery, right?
Not me. No, that's over in Newfoundland.
Rats.
Oh, I thought that was you that got that.
Ah,
no.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, that's right. You get to where you go fishing, and then if you don't move at the right time, you're 20 feet below
Da-da.
water.
That is correct. Yeah.
Sonny, you want to
that's
see me
right.
glowing like an
That's
angel?
Actually, not 20 feet, up to 50.
Yeah, right. I remember one night we were talking, and it had changed that much, right?
I
Sonny,
actually
look.
posted some videos on
I want to
Facebook.
say something.
Sorry, Debbie.
Look, Sonny, I glow like an angel. Look at my aura. Can you see
You
it?
do glow right now.
And it's only, look, if I get out of the picture, it goes away. And look, I haven't, maybe
Oh, I
it's,
see that.
maybe it's an angel aura. I told him earlier, maybe I'm an angel and y'all don't realize it. Maybe y'all should all,
You could be.
I'm trying not to cuss in the new year, so I can't. What the hell was that? Gunner,
Really?
what? What is it, Gunner?
Did you?
What's wrong?
Did you see,
What's
Debbie?
wrong? What? Yes, sir.
Did you see the new survey that, or the new study that's out that people that curse a lot are more
Intelligent.
reliable, more trustworthy, and more honest?
Fuck every one of y'all. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go back to cussing.
Oh my God,
I'm serious.
Deb, you're very easily converted.
Well, you
No,
know.
go ahead.
I treat Spreaker shows like I treated movies on the movie channel when I was a kid.
Yeah.
If they don't have that R rating, I don't listen.
You don't want them. That's right. There you go.
The best thing that ever happened to music was that label they put on
Dennis,
there.
you're calling it on the group call. Now stop being a mullet and hang up. What do you mean? Stop it, Gunner. See, when I try, watch when I try to work. Da, 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 da. See what he does? He pulls me off the chair. He's actually trying to pull me. Watch, I'll try to do it again. I'm just like I'm working. Work. What is it, buddy? Ouch! That hurts.
What did he do?
Dennis, hang up. He pulls my arm back and it hits the back of my chair here. He pulls it back. He's trying to make me get up.
Right.
I gotta ask.
Still can't get over how long your hair has gotten.
I know, it's crazy. I can't. I usually wear it up, but I have it down because it was so cold today. But now my nose is running.
It was cold today.
It's cold where I'm sitting. I've got this. I think I'll put my hoodie on and I'll be like a hacker.
You know. I think the reason it's so cold for us here is it's not necessarily the temperature as much as it is the humidity.
The
We
wind.
just got that fucking wet cold.
This thing is.
That's the worst kind of cold.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Hold on just a second. My damn hoodie's coming
Like,
apart.
if you're-
Hold on,
Wait,
Dennis.
Debbie,
Sir.
Debbie, you can take that off. It's all right. Go ahead. I'm
okay.
just playing with you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know me. You know me. I'll dim ski with
I do
anybody.
know, yeah.
Well played, though, sir.
Hold on. Where is Dennis? Dennis, where'd you go? There. Y'all can probably see me better now. My aura. Dennis.
Wow, it is really shining off, isn't it?
I know. It's crazy. Instant message. Now we go add to call.
I put a video in the chat there about the tides, Sonny.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Explains why they are the way they are, and
Well, that's fucked up though, because you and I we've talked about this before. You could either drowned or be stranded there forever.
well, what happens all the time is the difference between high and low tide every 2 weeks. As you know, there's the tides change.
Right.
So you can come here, say when the tides are low at high tide, low high tide. I know that
Sorry.
sounds weird, and it might only be like 12.5 meters. I know I say only 12.5, but
Wow.
and you come back in 2 weeks and sit in the same spot, and when the tide comes in, it might go as high as 15.5.
Wow.
That's another 3 meters. That's like 10 feet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know anything about fishing, but does that help the fact? Does that bring in more fish?
Well, no, it doesn't really have anything to do with it.
Okay,
but
okay.
People get trapped all the time
Yeah.
out on rocks. Like they come there one day and they're not real familiar with it. Then they come back in a couple of weeks and they think they're safe, and the next thing you know, they're surrounded by water.
Right.
Like it's
I mean,
agree.
think about that. The depth of that water can change as much as 50 fucking feet,
What?
Steve.
That's
50
insanity.
feet in 6.5 hours.
Not Debbie.
right.
Only Steve. Not Debbie.
No, I just thought you. I was giving you credit for already knowing that.
Welcome to the show, Dennis.
Thanks.
Welcome to the show, Dennis.
Well, it sounded as good as anything.
Blow me,
Yeah,
Sonny.
that's a good answer.
Welcome.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, don't start being boys stuff on me. Welcome to the call, Dennis Deitch.
Hi.
Hello, Debbie.
I just wanted to
Hello,
say I knew
Debbie.
Dennis was coming.
Dennis
What's up,
is
Steve?
Dennis the dark.
Hey, what's up,
what is he
Dennis?
known as? And you know what else has grown out? My fingernails. I took all my fake fingernails off and look at my real nails. Can you see them?
Oh wow,
Those are my real
Yeah,
nails.
nice.
I told Victor
Oh,
it's
that's
almost
nice.
like I'm pregnant, but I know what it is. It's these vitamins that my son got me for Christmas. It's these right here.
You're pregnant.
I said,
Oh,
it
what
feels-
kind of vitamins?
what are they? What are they? 'Cause you know
Steven.
I take like a fucking ass load of
Steven got them. So, you know, if Steven got them, they're supposed to be really, really good, but they're called whatever the, can you see the thing?
I can't. It's
said-
your aura.
I know.
has fixed it so
Sorry.
that we can't
Well,
read that.
Dennis,
aura's
Dennis, do you think this is my aura? Because it's not on anything else in the camera. Look, if I get off the screen, well, it's still there. Hold on just a second. Let me go completely off the screen
just
like this.
human.
Watch.
I think Bathtub Girl cast some sort of spell on you.
Now look, Dennis, look at my arm, Dennis. Look.
I see it.
I see.
Dennis,
Yeah.
you know I'm special, and you know I'm just hiding a lot of stuff that I'm not telling anybody that I do, right?
I know.
Dennis. I'm very close to it. This is really a
You
weird
can't
looking.
keep secrets from Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
He'll see me in my dreams, right?
You just read your mind while you're sleeping.
Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones.
Oh,
Have y'all seen the new Yeti cups? These things are from Satan.
The Yeti Lees, they're awesome.
Sure.
No, they're called the Yeti.
You know, Steve and Joe, you guys were talking, right, earlier?
And the Yeti,
yeah.
you can put ice water
Sorry.
in it in the morning, and that night the ice is still in there and the water's still cold.
oh, that's one of those cups. I saw the ads for that on television.
It's true.
It's like stays cold for 12 hours or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Who's
what I
that?
heard.
Who is that?
That's my nephew.
How's it going, guys? It's
Oh.
Jordan.
Hi,
Hey,
Jordan.
buddy.
How are you?
Doing good. Just hanging out. How are you guys doing?
Are you like
just-
Harry
just
Potter?
talking.
Are you a young wizard with Dennis?
Not as heavy into it, but I have my own beliefs. I'm a little bit, yeah.
Do you
I'm a
believe
little more
in
scientific.
Oh, well, that's not going to work then.
No, it's okay. I understand both sides.
Y'all want to hear a weird EVP that I captured when I was talking to when my daughter sent me a video? It's on my daughter's video.
Please share.
Absolutely.
It's pretty crazy. Okay. Oh, that's me and Steve talking. Okay, it goes a little something like this. Here's the original.
Something like this.
Here's the original. The original email. I mean, the original video. It goes like this. Okay. Wait, that's not it. Hold on, I messed up. Hold on, wait. Stop. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back.
Here's a recording. The part I think is interesting, I'm going to slow down. Lady, look at those TVs. No. Let me see the TVs again. Say Open your mouth. Hey, be quiet.
Listen. All right, now. I know you didn't. Okay, now wait a minute. Hold on. I got to find the rest of it. Okay. After she goes, be quiet, you hear this strange voice say something, and then you hear somebody say, I want to play. Okay, now listen. And I can show you the video proving that this was not them. Watch. That's what tripped us out. Here's that one part slowed down. Listen.
Okay, here it is, slowed down.
Wow.
The fuck was that?
I don't know, Sonny, but it is on. I can show you the video.
That's a
That
little
gave
creepy.
me goosebumps.
The
Yeah,
video
it's
she sent me is right. Let me show you the video. The video is right. Is this Heather? Yes. Okay, the video is right here. Where did it go? Hold on, I'm trying to do 15 things. It's
David,
right.
can you put it on your screen, so we can see?
Let me blow it up. Hold on. I hate new iPhones. Here it is. Here's the actual video.
Look at those TVs. Let me see the TVs again. Say Open your mouth.
Listen now.
Be quiet.
Right now.
Oh, I heard it there. Hey, Debbie, I have a question.
Yes.
Is that a viral video or is that a personal send-in?
It's
No.
just,
That's her daughter.
yeah, it's not
That's-
viral at all.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
creepy is putting it very mildly. Y'all
Yeah,
want to
really
see
though.
some before and after pictures of the use of methamphetamine? I don't know if y'all can't see this. Wait,
Not on that screen. It's really oversaturated, unfortunately.
it's Pinocchio.
All right, can pick it up.
Anyway,
Uh,
they're really funny.
Oh,
I'll be
nice.
right back. I gotta get some coffee.
Here's
All right, give me one too, brother.
here's C3PO. Turn sideways. I hate this new iPhone. It doesn't do anything right. Here's C3PO before and after myth.
Trying to do a garbage.
RT.
Aren't those funny? You know, they had those meth pictures. And the last one, which is the funniest one, is this pumpkin. Look. Wait.
Yeah, no, I see
Oh,
that.
God.
Yeah,
Nice.
Isn't that hysterical? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So this audio really has got me freaked out. I told Heather, I said, we need to smudge your house again because I think you've got some spirits. She's like,
What do you? What process do you go through to get rid of spirits?
right here. I'll show you.
Drink them
What?
I was just gonna say that, Joe, but I decided not.
I use
as fast as I
not
can.
this, but ooh, that smells good. This right here.
Age.
Yeah, white sage. Oh, look at all the pretty things on my computer.
Oh, God.
I don't know. A mental process?
do.
Yeah,
It's frozen.
It's locked up on mine too. So Sonny must be hacking me. Anyway.
No, it's just
I think he heard that. You have to
It happens, Steve.
you have to mentally and emotionally will the spirits out and things along those lines, you know, and you have to there's different things that you do when you do a smudging, you know, with white. My whole computer's locked up for some reason. I don't know why.